Hello and welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time talking about the final episode, episode 6 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Was it action-packed, as the description on Disney Plus said? Ish. Here's a secret. During the original run of Star Wars films, no, not the original 3 films, we're talking about the 3 prequels. I went to the midnight showing for each of them. It became a bit of a tradition. And for episode 1, I wore a t-shirt that said episode 2, quicker and easier and more seductive. Yeah, I was kind of like that. We even took our lightsabers with us. But episode 1 was kind of, why's all this chat about trade federations and stuff? Well, the next one's going to be great. It's going to have the clones in it. Whoa, what's going on here? Everyone's Boba Fett? Okay. And then we reach episode 3, which has a lot of heavy lifting to do. You had to show the fall of Anakin. You had to see, the end sequence had to be Vader's helmet coming on. It really did. They didn't kill off Jar Jar, which was a surprise by that point. He could have, died defending the younglings. Just a thought. That would have been a good ending for Jar Jar. He's not at Galaxy's Edge, is he? No. Sorry, off topic. So anyway, during the very famous lightsaber sequence, you have to remember it's a midnight showing. We're getting on for what? 2 o'clock in the morning? 2:30? I was only in my 30s, late 20s, whatever. I was nodding off. I was falling asleep. I was bored. I'm not big with the massive lightsaber fights, the huge, all that business. Let's face it, in the original New Hope, you've got a lightsaber fight, dead. That's it. And then you've got all the leaping about. You've got the exciting Yoda versus Dooku one. What's all that about? That's a whole extra podcast for another time. Now, here's the thing. I'm not that bothered about them, especially when you're watching something where you know everyone's going to live. You're kind of just trying to work out mentally, how is everyone going to live? When Obi-Wan gets thrown into a big pit and there's a load of stones on him, you're like, oh, how's he going to get out of this? And you know what? We've all spent 5.5 episodes going, is Qui-Gon going to turn up? I'm sure he was on the special edition. I'm pretty sure he was on the special edition. And that was fine. Yes, it was all Obi-Wan versus Vader on an little place. And what is Vader's homeworld called? Mufasa. It's not. So, was it action-packed? Well, there was action, but I was just as bored as I was during the last time they fought each other, when you knew they were both going to survive. Zero jeopardy. Oh, will Leia escape? Well, yeah, she will. Will she find out about parents? Now, that was a nice moment. That was nice. There were some lovely bits. But frankly, I'm very excited to watch the edited version, the shrunk down one. And then we could go, oh, what was missing? And then we can go back to watching these. Sometimes at night, I put the TV on to fall asleep. And sometimes it's all Doctor Who. But sometimes it's just Disney Plus. It's easier. Now, here's the thing. You can lie in bed and you can go, oh, what should I watch? I'll shove on Mandalorian again. And you do. Even put on Boba Fett again. Can I see myself shoving on Obi-Wan again? Probably not. Unless there's a lot of insomnia going on. So, was it good? Yeah. Was Ewan McGregor being Ewan McGregor? Yeah. Were the flashback sequences where, and I quote my daughter completely here, they were both pretending to be younger, worth it? Well, it made sense because you'd actually bothered to hire him in the first place. And that came as a surprise. Sorry, just had to check my sound levels there for a moment. Now, here's the thing. Is it worth that this program exists? Yes. Does it prove that Vader was only ever a big bad for what? 15 years as the Empire? Yes. Is there any continuity in Jedi powers? No, because sometimes you do this and you can stop a wall, or you can throw rocks, or you can knock people over, and sometimes you do this and you can hold a window slightly ajar. It's almost as if it's a role-playing game and somebody's making a dice roll and then they're saying how successful something's been. Is that possible? I think it might be. Right. Overall, a decent series. I enjoyed it. I did find it odd that Vader's personal spacecraft was the shuttle, which would then be in service for, another decade as his own private one, but perhaps that's the Imperial shuttle. It's like a Mercedes or something for the space Nazis. Right, I'm going to say farewell, and I'll speak to you all very soon, probably about Doctor Who. So until then, be seeing you.